What up, peeps? This is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with swag. I'm Glass.
And I'm Brandon.
The best tag team tandem out there in sports talk on YouTube. About to give you our 2015 NBA playoff second round picks. I think we didn't do too bad the first round. I think we basically picked the way it's supposed to have been picked. Any surprise? No, you picked Spurs.
Yeah, I did. I went with the Spurs.
Right.
It went 7 games.
Right. You got that right. So other than that, if you guys want to check out the picks, we did our picks, first round picks. Go to the YouTube channel, which you probably are right now. Check them out. Go to the Get With It Sports blog page to see the written out version of it over there. We had our prime Sports Talk Coalition member, Mr. Controversy from 3-Point Conversion on the first round. If you want to see his second round picks, if I know how to do my annotations right, the annotations will be around here somewhere. Just click on that to see his picks for the second round. But we will move forward with our picks. The game ones, all the game ones have been played.
Right.
The game twos, we're a little late, but it's all good. Still, our picks are still good. First up, we got the Western Conference Finals with the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Houston Rockets. I watched a little of the game last night, game one. I thought the Houston Rockets playing at home, I thought they was going to have a little bit of an advantage, but evidently it doesn't matter. The Clippers did what they had to do. The X factor for the Clippers to me is Austin Rivers coming off the bench. Well, yeah, he came off the bench there. Coming off the bench. Chris Paul, he didn't even play with the hamstring injuries. The way everything looked now, he doesn't have to play in game 2 because they did steal game 1 from the Rockets in Houston.
Right.
I have to admit, Dwight Howard looked good. The runner-up for the MVP, James Harden, looked good. He had I think he had 9 turnovers. But Blake Griffin messed around and got a triple-double in my Ice Cube voice. I thought, when he first came to the league, he was a one-dimensional player. He stepped his game up, worked on his craft, and became a monster in the NBA. Everything being said, DeAndre Jordan, he doesn't have to go to the free throw line at the end of the game if they keep on playing like this. At the beginning, I thought the Clippers was, like I said, it's game 1. Clippers, they might have one or two games where they might struggle and go back to the old Clippers or one where they mess up and mentally phase themselves out of the game. But the way it looks, I'm going to go with the Clippers over the Rockets. I'm going to give it a gentleman's sweep. I'm going to say the Clippers in 5. What say you?
Okay. Now, I didn't see the game yesterday. But, of course, I heard some things, and I know some of the personnel on these teams, the team's characteristics. So, like you said, Houston, they at home, they played decent. The surprise was Blake Griffin. And in order for the Clippers to continue to succeed, he'll have to pretty much keep doing that. The biggest thing about the Clippers winning last night was they get a chance to sit out Paul one more game. So, Rivers didn't play bad. I wouldn't try to rush Paul back. We up a game. Worst case scenario, we go back 1-1. So if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm going to sit Paul out one more game, which will be 4 straight days or something.
Exactly.
And so, that being said, Houston, they got great defense. Clippers, I think they probably was the number 1 scoring team in the league this year, the Clippers. They was up there.
Okay.
It was, I don't know, them or Golden State.
I'm about to say Golden State. They've been on automatics. I thought it might have been Golden State, but I checked that out.
That's what I'm thinking of last season. Anyway, Clippers, I'm not going to pick the Clippers to win this series. I would be surprised if they did. I'm saying it's going to go. The Clippers are going to go at another game. If it goes 7, no, Clippers not going to win it. I say Clippers have to win it in 6 in order for them to have a shot at winning this series. So I'm going to take Houston in 7.
Wow. I have to admit, I was shocked on that pick, man. Okay, so you got the Rockets at 7. Okay. I love to see how this is going to turn out.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, I give them more advantage to the Clippers for some effect. I think Doc Rivers is going to out-coach Kevin McHale. That's just me.
Yeah, it's very possible. He got the experience.
Right. So, okay, those are picks for that.
That's why they brought him there, too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got the Golden State Warriors going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. I like me some Memphis Grizzlies. I always like them. They physical. They get the job done. Love me some Zach Randolph, Marcus Gasol, Mike Conley. For a while, I still think he's underrated. Well, now he's been exposed, but for a couple of years, he's been underrated as a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
With that injury, his facial fracture, and he's out for, I think, a couple of games. I think he's going to be out of game 2 also. Even with that being said, you got to tip your hat off to the Golden State Warriors. Them fools are automatic. They got too much offense. Anybody can step up. Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes, Draymond Green. Of course, Stephen Curry. Congrats to Stephen Curry for being the MVP of the league this year. You got Sean Livingston coming off the bench. Andre Iguodala. It's just too much for too many. I know Grizzlies like to play physical, and I like their game, but I think it's too many shooters on Golden State for them to cover. And with Mike Conley out, Bino Udrih's coming in, Tony Allen coming off the bench is just still too much for them. So I'm going with the Warriors over the Grizzlies. I'm gonna give them another gentleman's sweep in 5. So I got I'm gonna say the Warriors in 5. It could be a sweep, but I'm gonna give respect to Marcus Gasol and Zach Randolph pulling out a game. So I'm like to say, Warriors in 5. What say you?
Yeah, man. I mean, Golden State. Yeah, they want to run Memphis right at the gym. From tip ball. Only way Memphis is gonna have a shot at this game, they have to slow this game down to a crawl.
Right.
And get these guys in the half-court game and keep them there, which is, Connolly out, and then even if he play, he ain't going to be the same.
Right.
So that's just big for them. And, Tony Allen, I guess he trying to, Curry won the MVP. He was like, he ain't doing nothing I ain't never seen before. He just, why they give it to him? So he just, but that's how he is. He talk. They may start him,
Okay.
They had to start Allen, in order to keep them in the half court.
Right.
I would, but I don't think they got enough weapons to even if they kept these guys in the half court, it would be almost impossible, to beat this high power offense, especially since they handicap. So I'm with you on this one. I'm gonna take Golden State in 5 for this series also. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. We'll move on to the Eastern Conference. We got our hometown Chicago Bulls going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we're going to keep this bias. Even though we love us some we die-hard Chicago Bulls fans, we're going to keep it real. They have a great chance of upsetting LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I seen game 1 was yesterday. They look good. If they continue to play team ball where everybody contributes to the game. Like the first half, Mike Dunleavy was unconscious. Second half, Paul Gasol stepped in and did his damage, hitting mid-range shots. Jimmy Butler's being Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose. Now I don't think he had a triple-double. He was close though. And I have to admit, I believe that the Chicago Bulls have the deepest offensively effective bench left in the playoffs. Where you got Taj Gibson, Nikolai Merritt, Aaron Brooks, even Kirk Heinrich could contribute some way somehow. Not knocking the Cavaliers. They got the best player in the league with LeBron James. But with the absence of J.R. Smith, which is going to hurt them even with the next game, the Bulls can even win both them games in Cleveland. And Kevin Love, that injury going to hurt him because even though he's if you want to say, the weakest or the third wheel of the big three, just like Miami Heat big three, even though people was giving Chris Bosh some problems, he was effective.
Right.
And then with Kevin Love, you can't replace 19 and 12 that he was giving you every night when he was playing. So they're going to miss that. J.R. Smith, he on the second game suspension. I know they got Timothy Mozgov and Iman Shumpert and all them, but like I said, there's too much offensive weapons even coming off the bench for the Bulls. So if they keep playing like they're playing and don't slip and mess up like they was doing with the Milwaukee Bucks in the last series, I'm going to say the Bulls in 6. The Bulls, just like you said in the Western Conference, I think you said the Rockets, the Bulls can't let it go to 7. Bulls got to knock them out in 6 games or less if they can. So I'm going to say the Bulls 6, but if it goes 7, go Cavs. But I'm officially saying the Bulls in 6. What say you?
I like them numbers. I say, Cleveland, they're a good team. Can't take nothing away from them.
Exactly.
LeBron is LeBron. I think this second game, LeBron almost had a triple-double this game, I think.
Right.
I think he only scored 19 points. I think he's going to make it his business to put 30-plus on the board this game. He may not have the assists that he had last game, but I think he may feel like, him being a scorer is, let's say, will be more problematic for the Bulls than somebody else scoring. I don't think I think he's going to take more shots. He's going to be more aggressive going to the basket. But like you said, the Bulls, they are the deepest team in the league. And the difference between Cleveland and Milwaukee is Milwaukee was the second or third in the league in defense. Cleveland, they don't bring it like that on defense. They're not as long, and only thing that can stop the Bulls is the Bulls because they've been in their own way all year.
Exactly.
They decide they want to turn the ball over 20 times. They expect to lose that game. I think last night Rose only had 1 turnover. I think as a team they may have had 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not bad. You're going to win games like that. The bench don't compare with Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland can't compare to their bench. They don't match up. And let me tell you about the first game. The biggest thing about the Bulls, I think, because Noah ain't the same. He hurt.
Right.
He hurt. But he contributed what he could or whatever, and that's fine. But the biggest thing is he wasn't out there in the fourth quarter. Cleveland don't have an answer for Paul Gasol.
Exactly.
Because somebody got to come out there and guard him. Now you come out there, then you got Rose and Butler going to the basket, so that's the problem. They ain't got nobody. Mozgov, he can't, block shots like, he's capable of. So like you say, or we say, both agree, if it goes 7, I ain't even going to say Cleveland going to win it in 7, but anything can happen in a game 7. You don't want a game 7. I like to see Chicago win it in 6, and I think they're capable of winning in 6, and that's where I'm going.
All right, cool. Great. All right, last game we got is the Washington Wizards going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Excuse me. I said it before. Everybody. I believe you have to have a superstar in order to win a championship. But I have to agree with Commissioner Adam Silver. He said in the interview, I think it was in New York, where he said it's refreshing to see a team playing as a team, and which is the Atlanta Hawks. No superstars, but they get the work done. I think they won 60 games. If I ain't mistaken, I think they won 60 games.
They won 60. Did they win 62?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not knocking Al Horford, Paul Millsap, and Jeff Teague, but they're not in the top 10 in the NBA right now. So it's refreshing to see them playing like they're playing, like that San Antonio Spurs style teamwork. So
right. Spurs of the East, yeah.
Exactly. So, with that being said, Washington Wizards, I don't think anybody thought they was going to come up in the playoffs and do what they're doing now. I didn't think so. I knew they played physical. I knew that, what I seen in the first round, I was impressed. They straight put a beat down on the Toronto Raptors.
Right.
They have the top backcourt out there with Bradley Beal and John Wall. They got the most physical, I ain't going to say the most physical, but they have a physical front court with Marcin Gortat and Nene.
Right.
Paul Pierce, that old man.
He's been the X factor.
Exactly. So I can see the Wizards. I would like to see the Hawks advance, but I'd rather see when Chicago get rid of the Cavaliers. I'd rather see the Hawks more so than the Wizards, because we've been having problems with the Wizards for the past 2 to 3 years because of their physicality, the backcourt, everything I just said. Bulls had problems with that. So I believe the Wizards will continue doing what they're doing, being physical and having the backcourt bang it down low and attacking the basket. It's going to be close. I think this might be a 7-game series. It could go 7, but I think the Wizards, I'm going to go with the Wizards in 6. If it goes 7, it could be up in the air. Anybody can win, but I think the Wizards will do it in 6. What say you?
Yeah, I like Washington too. That backcourt, they quick, they fast. Front court is physical. It's hard for teams to match up with them. When they on, when Wall and them on, they a blur up the court. It's like having 2 Roses out there. So that's why they give teams problems, including Atlanta. Now, when they hitting, when you got Corver out there and they doing all that, they shooting, doing their thing, they could be a problem. When they own, as a unit. But they don't have, like you said, they don't have a go-to guy. And that's their thing right there. Like, Washington, they got a couple go-to guys, and then they got that old crafty veteran on their team, Pierce, who just, mulling them along, and that's big. That's big. It's showing up for them right now. That destroyed Toronto. Toronto whooped Washington all season long. But in the playoffs they didn't show up. Right. So yeah, I like Washington in 6. Atlanta, they like I said, they don't have a go-to guy. They got Stan Pablo. They win 60-some games for nothing. So if it goes 7, I like the Hawks, but I'm going to go Washington in 6.
Great. Okay, well, there it is. Those are picks, quick, fast, in a hurry. Tell us what you think. Hit us down in the comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Great. We'll see how the second round goes. Hopefully it goes our way with all our picks.
Right.
Check out if you haven't subscribed to the channel, Get With It Sports 2. Check out our blog page at getwithitsports.wordpress.com. Check us out on Facebook, Get With It Sports, Google Plus, Get With It Sports. Hit me up on Twitter at Get With It Sports. Hit my partner in crime, Brandon, at LEB412. And we will check you guys out later. Oh, if you get a chance on Saturday mornings, check out the Blog Talk Radio Show. I have with my co-host from the 3-Point Conversion, Raphael, Mr. Controversy Haynes, every Saturday morning on Blog Talk Radio, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So check it out. I'm going to get my partner in crime on there, ASAP. And just check it out. Tell us what you think. As for Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with a little swag, I'm Glass.
And I'm Brandon.
And as always, be good, be safe, get with it. Peace.